This is John at Happy Wife Acres. If you're a homesteader, you already know it's a lot of work. And we all rely on farm tools to get us through the day and do all of our jobs. So we want to share with you our top 10 farm tools that we just don't want to live without. Here we go. First up is a Toro Dingo mini skid steer. Mini skid steer is a walk-behind piece of equipment, can operate a large variety of attachments. The model we have only lifts 500 pounds, but it's small, so we can get it in the chicken coop to clean that out. For us, it's like having an extra farm hand to lift heavy things. We use two attachments. We have a bucket for scooping manure, wood chips, compost, and we have a forklift attachment that we use to lift feed and other heavy items around the farm. Operation is fairly simple. The controls are kind of like playing a video game, but they are awesome to have around. They're just a little bit pricey. A used one can run around $10,000, and a new one can set you back anywhere from $32,000 to $40,000. Next up is the John Deere Gator utility vehicle. This is one of those tools, we didn't realize how much we needed it until after we got it. Our farm isn't that big, but we still use it every day. We use it to haul feed, equipment, wood, manure, cages, anything that's heavy. We've added a few things to it, like a clock, some lights on the side, some lights in the rear. This all helps us to see better at night when we're locking up the animals. They are super simple to operate. Even our chickens want to drive it. One gear forward, one gear in reverse. There's a gas and a brake. That's it. This thing is wonderful. Next is a floor squeegee. We originally got this thing because we would get condensation on the barn floor and we wanted to sweep it away. We quickly realized we could use this thing outside to squeegee off some of the wet chicken poop after it rained. Sounds gross because it is, but boy does this thing work. Number 4 is plastic egg trays. We are certified to sell eggs off the farm, and we sell anywhere between 2 and 4 cases a week. All these eggs have to be washed, so the plastic egg trays make it real easy to load up, drop them in the water, wash them, rinse them, have them ready for our commercial customers. Number 5 is the pocket hose. You've probably seen this on late night TV commercials. We originally bought it because we have to use a water hose in the wintertime, but traditional water hose freezes up. So this thing is very light and it's easy to drain. After a while, it doesn't shrink up like it used to, but it's still very useful. When you apply water pressure, it almost doubles in length. So now we can reach the things we've got to put water in. And when we're all done, turn off the water pressure and this thing shrinks back up and it's self-draining. Easy to unattach, gather up. We put it in a bucket, take it inside, and it stays defrosted. If we didn't have this thing, we would be using buckets to haul water all over the yard during the winter. So we love this. Next are rechargeable headlamps. Chickens don't go to bed until it gets dark. That means we're locking up chickens in the dark. So we love these rechargeable headlamps. Andrea's got one that is on a strap around her head, and it's about 500 lumens. I use a smaller one that's only 150 lumens, but it clips to my ball cap. They usually have a couple of different settings, a high and a low. Andrea's is very powerful and will just about blind you. We call it the blowtorch. Here she is blinding some chickens, but it does light up the coop. Outside, those trees are about 100 yards away. You can clearly see that with hers. Mine's probably good for about 20 feet in front of me, but well, it works for me. Whichever one you get, you're going to be happy with these rechargeable headlamps. Next is a water hose nozzle. We get these off of eBay, anywhere online. They're about $10 to $12. What makes them so great is they're just open at the end. Unlike what you might use as a regular hose nozzle, this would take forever to fill anything up. This streams right out. It does come with a couple of brass attachments that allow you to spray things down. We rarely use it. This is what we use to fill up buckets, ponds, waterers. They don't last forever, and in fact, if it freezes, don't force this handle. It's just an on-off handle. It's another part that makes it great because easy to turn on, easy to turn off, even if you're wearing big, thick, heavy gloves. So get a lot of water out in a short amount of time. They last about 6 months. I always keep a good stock on hand. Really great to have around the farm. Next is the simple bucket. Can you imagine running your farm without buckets? We use buckets for everything, for water, for feed, putting supplies in, tools in. We have small buckets, big buckets, buckets of every shape, size, and color. Don't want to live without buckets. Number 9 is pneumatic stapler nailer. We get this from Harbor Freight. It's about $25, 18 gauge. And because we build so many things with wire and wood, like cages and stands, it saves us so much time. Without this thing, we would be putting these all in by hand using a hammer. So this is a great time saver. We go through thousands of staples. So love this thing. Finally, our truck. This is our second farm truck. The first one was only a half-ton class, and we found we couldn't haul enough feed for all the chickens that we had. So we upgraded to a 3/4 ton, and now we can get a whole pallet of 2,000 pounds of feed. And so we only have to go to the store once a month instead of twice a month. This is 2,000 pounds of feed on a pallet going in. Watch the truck, it only goes down a few inches. We haul so much with this truck. Don't know what we'd do without it. Couldn't operate a farm. So there you have it. That's our top 10. They were in no particular order. Easily could have been a top 20 or a top 30. But those are the things in our daily lives we don't want to live without. I'm sure you've got your own tools that you don't want to live without. Let us know what those are. However big your homestead is, we hope you're using the right tools to get through the day. Thanks for watching, and we will see you soon on the homestead. Bye!